It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Saturday, the 30th of March. I'm Michael Groff. My apologies for not having a video yesterday, but I am still battling the creepy crawly crud, which is the highly technical medical term for whatever the hell it is that I have. I've been in bed for basically 3-4 straight days, but the problem is the weather waits for no one. And so I had to drag myself over here to talk about the potential of a significant rain event. Big storm system coming in just in time for Easter Sunday. Some widespread rain that could continue into Monday. And before that, pretty good wind event here across the state too. Most of the state under a wind advisory. So obviously there's a lot to talk about there, and we will get into it in just a moment. But before we do that, guess what else I missed out on yesterday? You know it. Photo Friday. Each and every Friday, we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up, David Parnell at Westwood High School last Saturday. Beautiful weather for high school softball. This was just before any rain tried to move in. And then these are some pictures from Joe. You might remember a few weeks ago, he sent us some pictures from Okinawa and some more here. This is obviously flying back over the ocean, looking out the window. You got to do that. Got to take those pictures out the window if you can. Then here's some sake. Let me tell you, I wish I had some sake right now, or maybe I'll go maybe a shot of whiskey or like a hot toddy, just something to break up this stuff in my chest. Home remedies. You get some home remedies here on the weather discussion as well. Also, Joe's got some pictures coming in over Phoenix. And again, I encourage you to, if you're out and about, and even if you're up in the plane, take those pictures. Send those in. We'd love to see them. This is from a different David out there in Peoria from the other night. Another glorious sunset. This is actually, I believe this is the same night as another picture we're going to take a look at in just a moment. Here's one from Chris Martin. This is down there in southeast Arizona. This is Sierra Vista. And is that glorious or what? Oh my goodness. Again, I tell you, man, sometimes you gotta take a couple extra minutes. I know you're busy. I'm busy. We're all busy with things that are ongoing in our lives, but sometimes just stop. Take a minute to appreciate a sunrise or a sunset or just something gorgeous going on outside. And Arizona will always have something for you if you are willing to look for it. And that is awesome. And of course, if you are willing to look for it and you want to take a picture of it too, hey, send it on in. We do love those. And then finally, a picture that has a little bit of a story to go along with it. You know, it's been a tough several weeks for Michelle and myself. And the other day, she was feeling rather downtrodden about everything, about ready to go out in the backyard to do some yard work. And she said, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing some hope. If there is something to be hopeful about, just show me a sign. Literally said that before walking out into the backyard. About 10 seconds later, she runs in from the backyard to show me this. This is right here over Studio B. And look at that. That is quite a rainbow there. Here over Avondale, the Southwest Valley. And that is sensational. So whatever that was, whatever it is, coincidence, the fates, the universe, whatever you want to call it, that was something. And Michelle was ecstatic to see that. And we all are, because who doesn't love a rainbow after all? And that's it for Photo Friday here on a Saturday. If you have any photos and or videos you want to submit, groffshow@gmail.com is the email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com. All right. I will try to get into it here without coughing all over you. We'll see what I can do. Here we go. The almanac from yesterday. 86 degrees the afternoon high, 56 the morning low. Quite a temperature spread there. 82 and 57 are the averages for this time of the year. And let's take a look at the upper level weather pattern across the nation right now. You've got a very impressive upper low that's coming down the west coast. We've been talking about this system for days and days, and it sure looks like it's playing out exactly as advertised. Off the California coast, it's a very vigorous low for this time of the year. Upper heights continue to drop in the center of it, now getting down close to 540 decameters. I mean, that is a cold low. And what it's doing is it's pulling in a lot of moisture out ahead of it, too. And that's going to set the stage for showers and thunderstorms to increase. But before that happens, the rapid height falls, the difference in pressure there is going to create quite a gradient here across Arizona today. And that's going to give us very windy conditions. Great day to fly a kite, though. The watch warning map, you see wind advisories in effect. Now for us here in Phoenix and across south central Arizona, this is from noon today through 10 p.m. this evening. And again, sustained winds out of the south and southwest, 10 to 25 miles per hour. Could see some gusts over 40 miles per hour. Across northern Arizona, they could approach 50 miles per hour. And obviously, we all know the risks of gusty winds here across the state. That means the potential of blowing dust, particularly the normal dust corridors along I-10, I-8, I-10 southeast of Phoenix, up on I-40. Sometimes on the Northwest Plateau, there's a big problem with blowing dust up there too. So do be aware of those hazards, not to mention the usual problems of driving a high-profile vehicle in very windy conditions, particularly through the mountains, the mountain passes, the canyons, all of that sort of thing. Elsewhere, some red flag warnings off to the east of us, the winter weather advisories, you know all of that that's associated with a big, powerful storm system such as that. Convective outlook for today, we do have a risk of severe storms over there near Fort Wayne, Indiana, and toward Cincinnati. Now, the risk of thunder west of us for California and up into parts of the western Great Basin. This is the day 2 outlook. This is tomorrow. There's a risk of severe storms, that marginal risk from right around Kansas City, eastward toward Indianapolis, Cincinnati, once again. We're in the green, no severe weather anticipated, but I will tell you it's not completely out of the question. We could see an isolated storm that could approach severe limits. Always keep that in mind. Late March storm systems, especially a vigorous low like this, could generate a brief severe storm. You do have to keep that in mind as this comes on through. All right, here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through next Saturday morning. Rain amounts in Phoenix, 1 inch plus. Yeah, this is going to be a fairly robust storm system for us. And we could really use the rain because, of course, this just will put us a little further ahead before we get into the dry season. So any rain we get in late March or early April is always good around here. And, of course, that also helps the desert bloom and makes for more picturesque landscapes and all that for you guys for Photo Friday. Just saying. But let's get into the details of this weather pattern. And to do that, my apologies, let's get to the models. Hopefully I don't go into a real bad coughing jig here. All right, this is the GFS. It is the 12Z run. This is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's that deep upper low. It's sitting off the California coast. It's wrapped up. And it is slowly moving south-southeast and eventually going to swing east and come our way, but what it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the afternoon today. Sunny to mostly sunny, but windy. South-southwest winds, 10 to 25, gusts to 40. Maybe gusts over 50 across northern Arizona. Be aware of the possibility of blowing dust. High temperature this afternoon up in the mid-80s, so it'll be warm. Tonight, we'll have some patchy blowing dust in the evening. Then isolated showers will start to break out, especially across western Arizona. I think for us, we'll hold off on any real good rain chances until after midnight. And then rain will start to become more widespread with overnight lows tonight getting down to the upper 40s to middle 50s. All right, now here's what's going to happen tomorrow as this storm system comes east. That frontal band is going to push on through tomorrow morning. And along that frontal band, of course, there will be organized rain, embedded thunderstorms, a couple of strong storms possible, and some rather gusty winds with the frontal band too. Be aware of all of that. Then once the frontal band passes by tomorrow afternoon, we enter into the cold core of this system and we transition to more of an instability phase of this low pressure area. And so showers and thunderstorms will be much more random and scattered to numerous in that setup. So and expected to be much cooler tomorrow. This could be one of those days where the high temperature occurs at midnight, and we actually spend the majority of the day in the 50s or low 60s. We'll just have to see how the rainfall plays out, but our official forecast has highs in the low to mid 60s, and I guess we'll just have to see what the midnight temperature is. I don't suspect it'll get much warmer than whatever it is at midnight by later in the day. And if you're looking for how much rain from that tomorrow, again, half inch, 3/4 of an inch, and isolated spots could see more, of course, especially with thunderstorms, and particularly across northern and eastern Maricopa County, the favored upslope areas. All right, as that continues to move on through, and I know people are going to ask too, what about specific times of the day? Just know that the morning will have the best chances, but any time during the day tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms could be with us. Yeah, we'll probably see a little bit of sun poke out from time to time, but by and large, an unsettled weather pattern will be with us. So understand that. All right, as we go to Monday, it's the same situation. This low is moving east. It's weakening a little bit, but the cold core is sitting right on top of us, and it's still unusually cold air aloft for the first day of April. Let's understand that. Monday is April the 1st, and yeah, it's going to be cool and wet, scattered to numerous showers, and thunderstorms possible too through the day, particularly in the afternoon. Are we talking about severe weather? Not necessarily, but an isolated storm could get kind of strong given the thermal profile and given that we still have some decently strong winds aloft. So we're going to watch for that possibility too. But again, the storms will be hit and miss, maybe a little bit more hit than miss. We've got rain chances up in the 60 to 70% bracket for the day on Monday. But then that's going to finally start to move out of here by Tuesday. Still some scattered showers across eastern Arizona, but for us, we're turning mostly sunny and warmer. Again, now we're in the month of April, and the cool weather does not stay cool for long. High temperatures will get back to the low and middle 70s. We go from the low to mid 60s on Monday to the low and middle 70s on Tuesday, upper 70s to low 80s by Wednesday. Oh, it's going to warm up quickly. But what's this? By Thursday, yeah, we're probably up in the low 80s, maybe mid 80s. We've got another trough lining up to the west of us, and each progressive run of the GFS is showing this to be a more significant system. And so what we thought was kind of going to be a glancing blow or a quick progressive, just hit and run kind of storm that doesn't do a whole lot, maybe just produces some brief showers, may actually be a little bit more robust for us. And by Friday, right now, the guidance actually has rain coming back into the forecast and much cooler temperatures, windy conditions again. Yeah, if this is right, high temperatures would fall back to the upper 60s and low 70s. Now, the GFS is a little faster than some of the other guidance, and at this point in our forecast, we do not have rain mentioned for Friday, but I think in future forecast packages, we're going to go ahead and we'll call for some precipitation. All right, here's a week from today. This is Saturday the 6th. One trough is departing, but don't look now. Here comes another one down the west coast, and with high pressure sitting exactly as it is, and the configuration of this rather strong flow up across the North Pacific, it's actually a really good setup to deepen these systems as they come down the west coast. Rather steep angle. So Saturday of next weekend, next Saturday probably is dry, and temperatures a little bit below normal. I'd say we'd probably be in the mid 70s, maybe upper 70s if that's right. But then we go out 10 days. This is Monday, the 8th of April. Look at this, another very cold trough here across the Southwest. And if this works out, temperatures would be way below average. Again, we may struggle to make it to 70 degrees, and we'd have another chance at rain in here and mountain snow. And the other situation here is the 8th of April. That is the next solar eclipse. And so if you're wondering where the weather is going to be more cooperative to view that, the total solar eclipse, of course, we don't have totality here in Phoenix. That's confined to the middle of the country, as it seems to always be. But we probably won't be able to see it if that occurs on Monday, at least as it looks right now. But look, this is 10 days out, and things are very likely to change between now and then. All right, let's check out rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out, my goodness. All right, this goes out through the 13th of April. And this is off the GFS ensemble. The mean is actually up there around an inch. Same thing for the European ensemble. The mean's about an inch, a little over an inch, actually. So denoting that this, and most of that is from this coming system. So most of our guidance really suggests this will be a good rain event for us. Given the robust nature of this storm, given the strength of this storm, and looking at some analogs of previous storm systems that we've seen in other years, around this time of the year, to expect anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to an inch, maybe a little bit more than that with a storm system like this is absolutely not out of the question. And some strong storms are possible too. Checking out temperatures off the national blend of models. Yeah, that doesn't look right, does it, for the end of March? Highs in the 60s? Yep. But then we warm up very quickly. Of course we do, back well up into the 80s, but then cooling it off pretty dramatically by the end of next week with another storm system. In fact, there could be 2 storm systems there. And who knows, temperatures may even be lower than what is displayed here. And that, my friends, mercifully is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video, health pending. I'm going to try to make a run for it tomorrow morning. So with the onset of inclement weather, storm system coming in, we got to talk about it. So I'll give it a shot. And if you do enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you want to help us all out here through these difficult times, then please, groffshow@gmail.com is my PayPal address. That is groffshow, GROFF show @gmail.com via PayPal. Or, of course, you contribute to us by clicking that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. You guys have been amazing. Want to give a shout out to Vicente for his donation the other day. Just amazing. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really do mean it. It has, I don't know, maybe it's helped to give me at least enough strength to come in here and do these videos, man. It has been, I'm not sick often, but when I do, when I get sick, it's something, and this has been something. Coughs, fever, chills, hacking stuff up. I know you're probably eating lunch or dinner, and you're like, well, Mike, come on. Sweats, weakness, who knows? I mean, it could just be a cold that's really bad. It could be the flu, could be COVID, could be pneumonia, could be some brand new thing that no one's ever heard of and no one ever will hear of again. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. I'm a weather guy. My prediction, though, is I will eventually recover. All right. Thank you guys again. And I want to give a shout out, of course, to the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion, my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of SweetChildAZ.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. Please check her out and all of her relevant links. Our streaming station called KMGX, that's in the description too. You guys be safe. Enjoy. If you want to go out there and fly a kite, by all means, do it. Enjoy the rain where you can find it. Have yourselves a happy Easter. Yeah, I'm probably going to, even if I'm sick, I'm going to have a few chocolate bunnies or peanut butter eggs or something. I mean, come on, man. It's Easter. All right. Anyway, have yourselves a great rest of your weekend.